We here at Team Ryu would like to introduce you to Aegis. Aegis is the Greek mythological shield of Zeus, which he gave to Athena to protect herself. Also, this was used by Perseus. We named the game after this powerful shield because our game is based around the premise that players use a powerful shield to defeat their opponent. Our intent in making this game is to appeal to players aged in their teens to their mid-20s. This is the sort of demographic we think of when we think about fighting games, so that seems like the best target demographic. The game is going to be mainly on current generation of consoles, as controllers are close enough to traditional arcade layouts that they have all the required functionality. This platform also supports 4 players easily, so we've designed the game to work best with 2 to 4 participants. We want this to be just as fun, if not more, than any other fighting game. As for the game itself, we're attempting to make a game somewhat like Super Smash Bros., a 2D fighter with decently large maps and various obstacles. Players will start on either side of the map and work their way towards each other and attempt to bring each other's health down to 0 to win. Each map will have different geography and obstacles, some of which can be destroyed by players. A few of them will have hazards implemented that can harm either player on contact. And here you see a generic knockout screen. Destroy was implemented in a very natural and non-intrusive way. When the players move into an obstacle during play, it will not break. However, if enough force is applied to the obstacle via punch, kick, or throw, the obstacle will break. We are using translate in a basic sense, because every fighting game needs the characters to move around. Forward, which is movement in the direction the character is facing, moves the player forward. Back moves the player back a bit slower, and up makes the player's jump, moving him upwards and downwards smoothly. This is where we get a bit unique. Blocking in Aegis is a sort of parry, where for a few frames, if the opponent hits the player, they'll be stunned and open to attack. After a few successful parries, the player can spawn a shield to either take hits or stun their opponents on contact. The player can put this anywhere when they have the opportunity, leading to very useful zoning potential. Given that this game doesn't have the traditional blocking mechanic, the game would take on a much more offensive, evasive tone, where having a safe area such as a shield would be very useful. We're using resign in the traditional sense. Open the pause menu, select quit, and the game counts you as losing. The win-lose mechanic procs at the end of every round, whether it's achieved through one of the players losing their life or the timer going out. In the latter case, the player with the least health loses. The games we thought were closest to Aegis are the Super Smash Bros. Series, PlayStation All-Stars, as well as Street Fighter. All-Stars was really just Sony's attempt at a Smash Bros., so the idea of large maps with hazards and destructible areas is similar to each of these games. Street Fighter is our inspiration for the art style. What sets our game apart from all of these is the unique defense mechanics. In Smash Bros., the player simply has a force field they can call on, and in Street Fighter, characters can block indefinitely. This parry and shield mechanic is not found in very many games at all, if any. I hope you enjoyed our presentation of Aegis.